Street Genius, Pot 60. Meanwhile, Meredith's relationship with her father deteriorated even further. He wasn't exactly thrilled that she was now in a lesbian relationship and she was attending a therapy at an almost compulsive rate. Her therapist, who had their own values and beliefs driving their behavior, regularly insisted that it couldn't be simply Meredith's highly stressful reporting job or her poor relationships that were making her so unhappy. It must be something else, something deeper. Around this time, therapy was becoming hugely popular. This therapy involved therapists putting a client trance, trance, into a trance-like state where she was encouraged to root out and re-experience forgotten childhood memories. These memories were often benign, but the idea was that at least a few of them would be traumatic as well. So there you have poor Meredith, miserable and researching incest, child molestation every day, angry at her father, having endured an entire lifetime of failed relationship with men, and the only person who seems to understand her or love her is another woman who is survivor of incest. Oh, she's lying on a couch crying every other day with the therapist demanding over and over that she remember something she can't remember. And voila, you have a perfect recipe for an invented memory of sexual abuse that never happened. Our mind's biggest priority when processing experiences is to interpret them in such a way that they will cohere with all of our previous experiences, feelings, and beliefs. But often we run into life situations where past and present don't cohere. On such occasions, what we are experiencing in the moment flies in the face of everything we've accepted as true and reasonable about our past. In an effort to achieve coherence, our mind will sometime, in cases like that, invest false memories by linking our present experiences with that imagined past. Our mind allows us to maintain whatever meaning we already established. As noted earlier, Meredith's story is not unique. In fact, in the 1980s and early 1990s, hundreds of innocent people were wrongly accused of sexual violence under similar circumstances. Many of them went to prison for it. For people who were dissatisfied with their lives, those suggestive explanations combined with their sensationalizing media, there were veritable epidemics of sexual abuse and satanic violences going on. And you could be a victim too, gave people's unconscious minds the incentive to fudge their memories a bit and explain their current suffering in a way that allowed them to be victims and avoid responsibility. Repressed memory therapy then acted as a means to pull those unconscious desires out and put them into a seemingly tangible form of a memory. This process and the state of mind it resulted in became so common that a name was introduced for it: false memory syndrome. It changed the way courtrooms operate. Thousands of therapists were sued and lost their licenses. Repressed memory therapy fell out of practice and was replaced by more practical methods. Recent research has only reinforced the painful lessons of that era. Our beliefs are malleable, our memories are horribly unreliable. There is a lot of conventional wisdom out there telling you to trust yourself, to go with your gut, and all sorts of other pleasant sounding cliches. But perhaps the answer to trust yourself less, after all, if hearts and minds are so unreliable, maybe we should be questioning our own intentions and motivations more.